Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. I am Jessica. This is I Read to Relax. Valentine's also here. You can kind of see her. She might pop her head up, I don't know. But in today's video, we are going to be picking my March TBR. So February was not a great reading month. I had some personal upheaval in my life. We are currently job hunting, and the brain has just not been focusing on reading very much. One of the ways I really thought would be good to sort of get back on a roll for the majority of this month, for March, I want to just tackle series books, things I'm already in the middle of. So I do have two books that are coming out in March, new releases that I definitely want to read. So I am going to have those on my TBR. The first one is To Cage a Wild Bird by Brooke Fast. And this one comes out March 3rd. I'm excited for it. It's a dystopian. There's been a lot of buzz around it already, and it just sounds great. So I'm excited to read that one. And then the other one is Ava Reed's new book, In Amarata, which comes out on the 17th. So I also have this pre-ordered, and it's on my March TBR already. I'm really excited for those two. I hope they're as amazing as they sound. And I am finally going to start the Mistborn series by Brandon Sanderson. So I'm going to listen to the audiobook of book 1, The Final Empire. I am working my way through the Dungeon Crawler Carl series, but I do like to kind of break up. So I'm gonna alternate. I like to put 9 books total on my TBR, so that leaves us 6 prompts to choose out of the jar. Since, like I said, I want to concentrate on series, if we pull a prompt that just really doesn't work for any of the series that I'm in the middle of, I am going to give myself permission this month to go ahead and pull again, because like I said, I really want to try and just pick 6 books from series that I'm already in the middle of. You may have noticed I am not sitting in front of my TBR bookshelf today. Like I said, I am currently job hunting. I had to bring home a lot of stuff from my old job. So that little room is currently a mess, and I didn't want to try to just move piles around at the moment to be able to film the video. So I'm going to pull the prompts here, and then I will go and physically grab the books that I pick, and I will show them to you so that we will do it that way. I do have here a series tracker, a list of the series that I'm currently in the middle of. So I will be looking down at that to remind me what my choices are. Let's shake these up a little bit. And let's grab a prompt and see what we get. So prompt number 1 is fighting me a little bit. And it says great first sentence, which means I have to go pull a couple books and then I will read the first sentences to you. So please hold. I will be right back. Okay, so I grabbed a small little stack of series books that I had waiting and ready to go. So we're gonna go ahead and check first sentences. The first one is Where the Drowned Girls Go by Shannon McGuire. This is, I believe, number 7 in the Wayward Children series. They're all novellas and they're all amazing. So the first sentence is, children have always been drawn to doors. Okay. It's all right. The next one is The Reluctant Queen by Sarah Beth Durst. This is book 2 in the Queens of Renthia series. I really loved the first one, and then I just never went back and read the other 2, even though I bought them both. So they've been on my shelf for a while. And sentence number 1 is, everything has a spirit. The willow tree with leaves that kiss the pond, the stream that feeds the river, the wind that exhales fresh snow. And those spirits want to kill you. That's actually a good one. So yeah, let's check one more. Brother Song by T.J. Klune. This is the last book in the Willow Creek Green Creek series. And each of these are amazing and just rip my heart out. Okay, so the first sentence is, a wolf, my father told me once, is only as strong as his tether. Of those three, I definitely think that The Reluctant Queen had the best first sentence. So I am gonna go ahead and pick this one. I'm excited for that one. Okay, so let's pick our next prompt. We're gonna go with this one, and let's see what we've got. A romance. Okay, so I think I know what I'm gonna go with. All right, I think this one's gonna be really fun for, you know, sort of like the March doldrums. It is Raiders of the Lost Heart by Joe Segura. This is technically book 1. I accidentally picked up book 2 and read that one and really enjoyed it, but I definitely wanted to go back and read book 1, and I think there's a book 3 coming out. So this is a contemporary romance, but it's also like an adventure romance. It takes place in like the Amazonian rainforest, and so it's got like The Mummy vibes, or like Romancing the Stone. Had this on a TBR before and just didn't get to it, so maybe March will finally be the time. Yay! Okay, let's grab prompt number 3. See what we've got. So this one says nonfiction. We're going to put that aside and we'll put it back in the jar later. We are in the middle of a nonfiction. We're not gonna pick another one. So let's pick this one. Oh my God. Okay, it says a book with a magical or fantastical element. So, magic or fantasy elements. Okay, so we've got Where the Drowned Girls Go, which is like a portal fantasy. But one of the series that I've been really trying to finish is the Crave series by Tracy Wolff. This is another one that was on a TBR before and I just didn't have time to get to it. This is the last book in the series, and there are fantastical creatures. It's a full-on fantasy. There's dragons, there's gargoyles, there's vampires, there are all types of magical creatures, and I really love these books. I just think it's a fun time. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick Cherish, so that hopefully we can finish this series this month. All right, so let's get, whoops, we dropped one. That's gonna be prompt number 4. Let's see what this one says. All right, it says a book that starts with S. We are going to have to check and see if any of the series books I have waiting actually start with an S. If not, we might be able to do a series that starts with S. So hold on and let me go look at my choices. Okay, well, it's not the most fun and exciting choice, but I had this book on my February TBR, and like I said, February was a rough reading month, so we did not get to it. So we are gonna roll The Secret Chapter by Genevieve Cogman onto the March TBR. This is book 6 in the Invisible Library series. I read and loved the first 4 books in this series a long time ago. I had bought the remainder of the series, which was books 5, 6, 7, 8, but they've been sitting on my shelves forever. I picked up book 5, and was able to get back into it. Like, I remembered the series pretty well. Didn't thrill me the way that the first 4 books I remember thrilling me. I don't know if it was the timing or if it was that particular book in the series or what, but I want to read book 6 and see if I want to then finish the series by reading books 7 and 8, or if I'm just going to kind of give up at this point. So, like I said, we will do the secret chapter and decide if we are DNFing the series as a whole. Let's see what we've got on this one. Okay, this, my God, it doesn't want to unfold. It is historical fiction. So I've got one right here that I definitely want to read. So we're going to just go with this one. It is Where the Library Hides by Isabel Ibanez. This is the second in the What the River Knows duology. It is set in historic Egypt. It's a YA fantasy. Mystery, again, the Mummy vibes, but like YA. All right, we are going to do our last prompt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, our last prompt for the month, and it is ironically continue a series. So that is basically free reign to continue any series that I'm in the middle of. I think, like I said, because February was such a rough reading month, and I've got a couple chunkier books on this TBR already. I think I'm gonna go with Where the Drowned Girls Go by Shannon McGuire. These, not only has every novella in this series already been excellent, but again, they are like just over 100 pages each. Round out the TBR with a nice, easy choice that I know I'm gonna enjoy. This one I'm really excited for specifically because the first 6 books all have to do with this home for wayward children run by Eleanor West, but it's not the only school of this type. So this one is about the Whitethorn Institute, and it says, "Welcome to the Whitethorn Institute. The first step is always admitting you need help, and you've already taken that step by requesting a transfer into our company. There's another school for children who fall through doors and fall back out again. It isn't as friendly as Eleanor West's Home for Wayward Children, and it isn't as safe." So that one sounds so intriguing. So I think that's going to be the end of our TBR for March. So again, just to recap, I have Inamorata by Ava Reed. I have To Cage a Wild Bird by Brooke Fast. And then I have The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson, which I'm going to be doing as an audiobook, but I also have the actual physical book, so I can do an immersive read if I want. And then the 6 books that we just chose, all from series I'm in the middle of already. We have The Reluctant Queen by Sarah Beth Durst. We have Raiders of the Lost Heart by Joe Segura. We have Cherish by Tracy Wolff. And then we have The Secret Chapter by Genevieve Cogman. Whoops, dropping them on the floor. Where the Library Hides by Isabel Ibanez. And Where the Drowned Girls Go by Shannon McGuire. So here's to reading more and enjoying what I read in the month of March. I wish the exact same for you. March can be tough sometimes because depending on where you are in the world, it's a miserable month sometimes, but it's great to cozy up and curl up with a great book. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe to my channel so that you can get an alert whenever I put out a new video. I am trying to be more consistent and post 2 videos a week, but we will see how things go with the job hunt and a new job, hopefully soon. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Happy reading!